Ultimate Movie Championship brought to you by our Patreon page, patreon.com/inspired disorder.
Patreon, put that down.
Where as soon as I'm going to be adding a feature where if you donate, Patreon's like all the podcasts are doing it. If you're into podcasts, guaranteed there's at least one that has a Patreon thing. It's like fucking.
They all have a Patreon.
It's yeah. It's like Kickstarter, but it's a monthly donation thing, subscription, and you get perks. And one of the perks is you'll be entered. There's going to be two different ones. There's going to be one where you can enter to get a free comic book from us. Another one, free piece of artwork from me. And a bunch of other things that are going to be coming. But if you can get ahead of the curve if you want.
Hand jobs if you show up.
Start donating now. That's right. Keith will give you a hand job, either in the kitchen or the bathroom.
Very, very dry hands right now.
Right.
Too.
For your pleasure. Patreon.com/inspired disorder. So the Ultimate Movie Championship, we go to flickchart.com/IDP, and that is where we are given two movies. We decide which of the two deserves to be on our ultimate movie list, and we've done a lot. 1116 1116. We've ranked that many movies, and if we haven't seen them, then they go to our we haven't seen list, and at some point we'll probably do a special, maybe movie reviews. We'll start watching movies and trying to knock them off our
there are definite movies that I've never seen that are supposedly classics.
Yeah. Oh, there's for sure movies that you haven't seen that you should see. That I mean, not because some fucking IFC fucking top 100 just guys movies I like that I think you would probably like that are like amazing movies. And it's like, you gotta at least see that. But anyway. One Flew Over the Cuckoo's Nest versus Mañana Never Dies.
Dios?
Yeah, I don't know. I was gonna try something, but I gave up. I bailed. One Flew Over the Cuckoo's Nest, Tomorrow Never Dies. One Flew Over the Cuckoo's Nest. Have you seen Tomorrow Never Dies?
Yes, I've seen them both, and One Flew Over the Cuckoo's Nest wins.
Yeah. Although it's not a movie that I maybe watched it twice.
Yeah,
maybe 3 times.
Not a lot of rewatchability for me.
It's
a good movie.
It's good. It's just like, I mean, it's a what, 1970s drama.
75.
Yeah. So moving on to a couple more dramas. We've got Taken versus 50 First Dates. Now, one of these movies spawned a shitload of basic remakes of the same movie with the same actor as the lead role, basically doing the same thing where he has special skills.
Taken, retooken,
and then like
tooken back.
Every movie he's been in is a version of Taken.
Yeah.
And then 50 First Dates is a version of every movie Adam Sandler does with Gwen Stefani. Fucking what's her name? Drew Barrymore. Which actually 50 First Dates is one of our episode artworks as well. Luckily, it will not have to.
I don't like either one of these movies.
I don't mind Taken. I mean, it's the first. It was like after the Matrix. After the Matrix came out, like everybody copied the bullet time shit. Like every single thing of that movie. It's sad that they didn't all star Keanu Reeves like Liam Neeson stars in all of the
Liam
ones.
Neeson.
I do too. But let's face it, the Gray was shit. Gray was not
that
good.
was not a good movie. I couldn't even. I literally tried to watch that a couple times on Netflix and was like,
I watched it. It's just doesn't.
I just stopped. I was like, ugh.
It's just like, what's the best part? Okay, it's like watching was it Captain America: Civil War?
Yeah.
Like the movie stops right before the airplane, the
airport scene.
It's like, oh, now it's here's the crazy action scene. Oh, credits.
Psych.
But I'll go Taken for sure. I mean, 50 First Dates. It's
a shitty movie.
I'd rather go The Wedding Singer if we're gonna go Drew Barrymore, Adam Sandler. matchups.
Speaking of Keanu Reeves.
Oh, is that the Dracula one?
Yeah.
Okay, that makes it easier. Versus Enemy of the State. Enemy of the State.
Now,
I mean, I'm not a big vampire guy.
Keanu Reeves' performance aside, the rest of that movie was fucking good.
I
don't
even think I could take your word for it, bro. But I get
Gary
it.
Oldman was who played Dracula.
He's been in bad movies, though.
Yeah.
So is Keanu Reeves, which this one, because, well, at least what I've heard of his performance. Well, I guess, I mean, I watched it, but at the time, in the mid-'90s when I'm a teenager, I don't notice that he's doing a really horrible British accent.
Dude, it was just horrible acting.
Then again, they...
On top of the accent.
Well, I mean, they're still making those movies. It'd be like Will Smith in
this Enemy of the State, that's just
it's
like a
lot
plug
of fun.
and it's a plug and play from the 90s.
It's a great action movie. I've seen that movie so many times. I mean, I used to own... That was one of the movies when I started buying movies. So it must have been like 97, 96 maybe I started buying the used VHSs.
I think I'm gonna stick with Dracula.
Get the fuck out of here.
I'm not.
Jeez. Dude's dead now, director. It's the brother of the better director. All right, we'll go to the judges on this one.
I mean, I'll probably lose, but Enemy of the State...
I don't know. They're both not great, but I'd rather watch...
not a fan.
I'd rather watch a generic 90s action movie than Bram Stoker's Dracula or 90% of the vampire bullshit that's out. I mean, look at all the most vampire movies are bullshit. Most of them.
Twilight
They're all for
sucks.
girls. They're all for girls on one level or another. There's like...
Interview with a Vampire was a fucking really good movie. I liked the Blade movies.
I mean, those aren't good. I mean, at least their action in the first one. I mean, it did beat something last UMC.
But I don't know. I had a thing for vampire chicks as a kid too. So maybe that skews
There's no real vampire chicks. They're all dudes. I mean, how many? But they're all about dudes.
Once Bitten.
They're all about dudes.
Jim Carrey, early career movie.
Yeah. Who is the female vampire?
She's the main vampire.
Who was she?
I don't know. She was hot.
Yeah.
And I wanted to fucking suck my neck.
Every focus of every vampire movie, it's the dudes or the vampires.
She was the main vampire.
I get it.
Okay. Dracula 2000 or whatever. The main chick was a vampire.
Okay, 2 examples, but primarily, Interview with a Vampire. It's about
Kirsten
the hottest,
Dunst is a vampire.
It's about as a child, so it's also got basically our presidential cabinet raping a small child. It's like these guys that are thousands of years old have sex with this, like she was like 15, 14 in the
I feel like
movie.
I saw this movie with Jamie Foxx, and I saw this movie with Tom Cruise, and I saw this movie with... But it's a plug-and-play movie.
Yeah. Plug-and-play movie.
Bram Stoker's Dracula. It's the original story retold.
It's a reboot.
When they were doing the great reboots. On the novel.
Fine. I don't care. That doesn't make it better.
Well, we'll see.
I know. We're going to see. I probably have to type in Bram. HM? Okay, cool.
It's going to be horrible.
Oh, they're both not going to be good. That's a lot better than it should be.
Wow, I thought it...
I mean, I guess. I don't know. It was the 90s, too, so I don't know if that has anything to do with it. What was it? 70 what?
78.
78. All right, versus... was it Enemy?
Enema of the State.
Oops. Oh, my God. How do you spell enemy?
You had it right, I thought.
Oh my gosh.
No. E-N-E. M-Y.
There we go. 71.
Boom.
both way higher than they should be.
And I believe the fan score was the same.
That's good. All right. I have
not seen Manhattan.
No. And I'm hopeful for what's coming up. All right. So The Cable Guy versus Casper.
The Cable Guy.
The Cable Guy. 100%.
Cable Guy, definitely an underrated movie.
Dark comedy. I mean, it's like Jim Carrey way out of I don't know. Let's see.
I think it was someone.
For sure somebody directed it.
Well, you know what I mean.
Yeah.
Asshole. Darren Aronofsky.
Yeah.
Darren Aron.
The Cable Guy. Cable Guy was directed by Larry the Cable Guy.
Larry the Cable Guy.
God damn it, Larry the Cable Guy. Who knew? That's sad that I try and type in a movie and
right when you clicked it, I was like, what's he doing here?
The movie should be above Larry because I did not type Larry.
Ben Stiller. Yeah, I knew. I think this was Ben Stiller's first directing.
Let's see. Whoa. Let's see. Short, TV.
Reality Bites.
So second. So first, like Reality Bites was kind of like independent comedy.
It was. I liked Reality Bites.
Yeah, I know.
The Cable Guy's a good movie. The original Zoolander, Tropic Thunder. Like, even if he doesn't, the rest of the fucking whatever. But
Walter Mitty. I never watched the whole thing. Yeah. So anyway, Sister Act versus Con Air.
The only time I vote for Michael Bay. Con Air.
The way you started that, I was really on.
The only time I'm gonna get religious.
Yeah, the one time I'm ever gonna vote for anything with Catholicism in it. Yeah, Con Air.
Con Air.
That's hilarious.
For sure.
I wouldn't be surprised if Sister Act could beat some bullshit we're given on this. The Evil Dead,
the original
versus The Big Lebowski. The one and only. Yeah, The Big Lebowski.
Shout out to The Evil Dead, though. That's the first time I've seen that come through our...
True. Sideways. Have you seen Sideways?
Yeah.
All right. Versus Who Framed Roger Rabbit.
Who Framed Roger Rabbit?
I know. There's no way I could. I really...
Sideways is a good movie, but I'm
not a big fan of Roger Rabbit.
I am.
I mean, I liked it as a kid, but I can't... It's like unwatchable. I can't watch it.
Oh, I can watch it.
It's not...
I'll watch it right now.
Go do it then, bro.
Why don't you do right like some other men do? And then she was fucking... I wanted to fuck her so bad.
Oh, yeah. You can see people fucking in Sideways. Instead of...
Paul Giamatti and the fucking
if you were a kid
from
when
Wings.
You saw Roger Rabbit and you saw that scene in Sideways, that would have been your favorite movie as a kid when you saw Roger Rabbit. You just said, like, fuck Jessica Rabbit.
I still want to fuck Jessica Rabbit, and I'm
she's
30
like
goddamn 5 years old.
She's the most sexual thing that's in any like kids thing.
Well,
like there's no like kids.
I'm sorry, we're going to the judges again.
I mean, I'm fine with that, but I'm interested for sure.
Sideways is probably everyone loved that shit.
Yeah, but who knows? This is way after, so this is like, see, this is a bunch of hipster fucking movie reviewers going like, oh, it was a cartoon in live action. So 97 for Who Framed the Writers.
Roger Rabbit
versus what the fuck was mine?
Sideways. which I really like Sideways too.
Oh, 96.
Shit.
I mean, it's not my
Missed
favorite
it
movie.
by that much.
I do enjoy it. It is an enjoyable movie, but I'm just not a fan of Who Framed Roger Rabbit. So it's like, I can't. I'd be like somebody, if it was, I don't know. There's just not happening. Dead Poets Society versus Kung Fu Panda.
Dead Poets Society.
Yeah. Kung Fu Panda would beat Who Framed Roger Rabbit. 10 Things I Hate About You versus Memento. Fuck yes. National Lampoon's European Vacation versus GoldenEye.
European Vacation.
Yeah. I think even the
Wow.
shitty vacation movies.
This,
would beat
in
that.
general, has given us a lot of movies we've seen.
Yeah. That's an interesting Spider-Man poster.
Are they scissoring?
No, that's armpits.
Well, they're scissoring armpits.
They're making fart noises.
Can you do that if you armpit to armpit?
I've never been close enough to another person that would. Actually, I probably could have. Just never thought of it. Not that creative. Versus Black Hawk Down.
Black Hawk Down.
Yeah.
That was a good movie.
That's a fun. Yeah.
It's not a fun movie.
It's a fun. I mean,
not
it's like an action-packed movie.
It's an action-packed.
Yeah.
The movie is in no way, shape,
It's
or
fun.
form fun.
It's a fun movie. Well, depends on what action you're looking for. So the Star Trek reboot, the J.J. Abrams 2009 Star Trek versus the what's the director of that? God damn it! But the Ocean's 11 remake from 2001.
Ocean's 11.
Yeah. They're both like.
I thought Ocean's 11 was fun.
They're both fun. The first Star Wars was the only
Star Trek.
First Star Trek was the first or the only one. I mean, the newest one was pretty fun too, but I like that one. The second one, whatever the second one was called, was
I
dog
still
shit,
like the
but-
Ocean's 11 just for. They just like took a bunch of stars and put them together. It was fun.
It's like fucking the makers of Esquire or the tabloids it's a what's that fucking TMZ production. Let's get all the yeah. I guess I don't know.
Plus, I like Pitt and Clooney. I think they're.
That doesn't mean shit. They haven't been. I can't even think of the last fucking Clooney movie that I like. He comes out with a lot of them, and none of them sound anywhere interesting. Up in the Air was probably the last Clooney movie I saw.
I haven't really kept track of Clooney movies.
Yeah, big draw. He makes a lot of movies.
But I mean, I don't really keep track of Brad Pitt movies. I still like Brad Pitt. Doesn't mean I have to see everything.
Yeah, but that was your big reason for. It's like, well, I love those guys in movies, even though
like
I don't
them
watch
together
any
in
of them.
movies.
I mean, that's the only one they're together in.
Burn After Reading.
Yeah, but they're not really. I don't think they ever. There's like one scene with them. It's just Brad Pitt dying. That's a great movie for sure, but that's a fucking Coen brother movie.
Was he in Gentlemen That Stare at Goats?
He may have been, which that's not good.
I thought it was fun. I like that movie. I didn't really.
I'd way
rewatched
rather
it.
watch Ocean's 11 than that. I mean, Ocean's 11 is like I need to kill some time and just not. I don't know, just stare at something. Like I want to do stuff while this is on in the background.
It's a fun heist movie.
Versus like,
how many more times have you watched Star Trek? I think I only watched that once. I've watched Ocean's 11 at least 5-6 times.
Ocean's 11 has probably been on a bunch of times, but I don't know how many times I've actually stared at it for any amount of time. Versus every time I've watched Star Trek, I'm watching it, which has only been a few times probably, but I'm not.
I think I've
just
only watched it once.
Having it on in the background. I don't know. They're both like whatever.
I like
movies.
Ocean's 11 better than Ocean's 12.
Yeah, okay, that's not what we're talking about though. I like this Star Trek better than the next one that came out. The next one was horrible.
With Bumblesnatch?
With I don't know
as
what that
Khan?
is. Yeah. Well, and it's with the dead Spock guy.
Oh yeah, Leonard Nimoy.
It was horrible. It was horrible. It was so bad. It was like it's the laziest writing for a plot.
I think Simon Pegg wrote that.
It wasn't good. I don't know
But
if
I
he
think
wrote
he
the
also
story.
wrote the new one.
The new one was fine. I mean, I don't know. The second one was dog shit. It basically in the middle of the movie they told you how the movie's going to end.
Yeah.
It's like, what the fuck am I doing then? Okay, okay. Well, thanks. Spoil your own movie while you're in it. But yeah, the first Star Trek was cool. I mean, you just got to see it built. It was lens flares was like new and not annoying quite as much by the end of the movie. But so was watching all of those actors not really just do scenes. Like that whole movie reminds me of the few scenes in the Avengers movies where the whole cast is actually together versus like everything else they just film it separate.
Yeah.
Versus and then when they're just doing the little banter that's the whole movie is that. Which isn't that it's better in the Avengers because you only get little doses of it. Versus like a whole movie of like, hey, guess what? I'm famous. I'm talking to you. Oh yeah, you're famous. You're talking to me. They're not bad though. It was a decent heist movie.
It was a fun heist movie.
But
I don't even really remember the plot of the original Star Trek.
Oh, guaranteed you don't remember aspects of Ocean's 11 too.
I mean, I'm saying I don't remember the plot.
It was just the start. It was the origin story. They're getting together. He gets recruited. The other dude, the Spock guy, gets recruited. It's their first time on this ship. It was the origin story. It's not like the second one where it's you probably shouldn't try to follow it because it's stupid.
The only thing I really remember is like when Kirk's hands and face got all swelled up.
I mean, it starts off with him like in the fucking muscle car
on his
like,
motorcycle.
That's I don't know if that was the first. That may have been the second one. That's like every Tom Cruise movie. He's driving on a motorcycle. All right, I'll go fucking Ocean's 11. I don't really care about the Star Trek franchise or the Oceans franchise, which they're making a female version of, because
they have to.
I'm really curious to see how stupid they make men in that one. That's what I heard. There's this movie, Girl on a Train, which I heard is horrible, but it's made from like a novel. Probably some, I don't know, writers that focus on women readers. And it's just that from reviews that I've heard, men in that movie are at the same IQ level as the Ghostbusters men.
Emily Blunt's in that, I think.
I don't know. I guess she's gotten nominated for some shit, or I don't know. It's okay. Equality. Let's make men stupid. Let's do that. That's good. Hopefully you have boys, all boys, so you can just exclude them from culture. The Land Before Time versus Halloween. I don't know if I've seen the first Halloween. I probably have. Hey, somebody dies and he comes back in like sequels forever and ever, and he has some kind of mask.
It has the origin story
Actually,
when he's like a little kid and he stabs, and he's in that clown outfit. So if you've seen that scene, you've seen this movie.
Not necessarily. Like I could have seen.
You
the
could have seen it on
scene.
clips or whatever.
I know the scenes in Psycho. I wouldn't necessarily have to have ever seen Psycho.
True.
But I have seen Psycho, and it's better than Halloween. Yeah, I think I do remember that one. Is that with like an early
Jamie Lee Curtis?
Yeah. I remember that.
She was in like the first one, and then she wasn't in any forever, and then she came back for H2O, and then she came back for the one right after that, but then got killed in the first 5 minutes.
Because that's what people were doing after Scream came out. They're like, oh, we'll promote it with this big actor,
and then we'll just kill him right at the beginning.
Yeah.
Versus The Land Before Time, which was a fun
I remember
animated.
liking it as a kid.
Littlefoot was the name of the brontosaurus.
There's probably 30 movies from my childhood that I would rather watch and would probably hold up better than that, though.
Oh yeah,
but at the same time, god damn it!
It's not.
I almost want to go Halloween, even though I don't.
Yeah.
I don't care. I'm not
almost
a big
more
horror
for
movie.
respect out of it.
It started it. I mean, they both started it, but it's like I don't. I don't really care.
Since
where
we
they
voted
went.
against Star Trek last time, we'll vote for William Shatner's face.
Is that the mask?
Halloween mask is William Shatner's a latex mask of William Shatner's face spray painted white.
Cool. That works for me. Priceline. Let's do a couple more. Oh shit. Not seen. Well, I've seen Thank You for Smoking. Have you seen that?
Aaron Eckhart?
Yeah.
Yeah.
The independent movie. He's like is he part of the FDA? He's an
No,
attorney.
he's like lobbying for
That's right.
the
That's
cigarette
right. Lobby,
companies.
yeah. His friends are one of his friends in the guns and the other one's in drugs.
Yeah.
Cigarettes. And he's the one that his section is cause for more deaths than either of theirs. Versus the extraterrestrial. E.T.
E.T.
Yeah.
Thank You for Smoking. It's a good movie, though.
It is good. Ooh.
Hey.
I don't think I've never seen that. Dracula 2000. Have you seen it?
Yeah, I just mentioned it earlier.
Oh. Yeah. That's just when movies came out in 2000 with the thing 2000. Is that the Jim Carrey one?
Yeah.
It is. Ooh. So Dr. Seuss, How the Grinch Stole Christmas, Jim Carrey version from 2000 versus the Tiny Little Mermaid. I gotta go.
Little Mermaid.
Yeah. Now, if it was the animated,
Which is still only...
I would rather go with that.
It's a 20-minute fucking
That's
short.
the perfect amount of time for that story.
And on this one?
Sure. Silence of the Lambs versus RoboCop. Silence of the Lambs. I mean, 1,000%. There's
I'm voting
so
for
many
Silence of the
reasons.
Lambs, but I
understand
am
you
also
like
gonna
RoboCop.
say RoboCop is fucking awesome.
All right, and it's the first one, not the reboot that came out a couple years ago or whatever. Silence of the Lambs, a movie that has spawned many sequels, but cannot be replaced.
There's that
There's
movie.
no way.
Who
It's the
directed
best.
that? Who directed? I'd like
Silence
to,
of the Lambs. Here, let me select it, and now we'll move on
because
to who directed Silence of the Lambs.
that seems like something I should know.
Yeah. Silence of the Lambs, directed by
This guy.
Jonathan Demme, who directed, I think he did Top Gun? Did he do Top Gun? Philadelphia.
Oh shit!
Hold on, let's see.
Manchurian
Director.
Candidate.
Hold on. So, where are we at here? Philadelphia, Silence of the Lambs. Let's see, Married to the Mob. Let's see.
Shit,
Bruce
just sound
Springsteen.
Manchurian Candidate, which was the remake with Denzel.
Documentary.
I say with just the two, Philadelphia and Silence of the Lambs. I mean, granted, I can't really
Just
watch Philadelphia.
I don't think I've ever seen Philadelphia.
Really, you haven't?
Yeah, no. It seems it's one of those bummer
It's
movies.
a bummer. It's a fucking
Yeah.
bummer, bro.
Yeah, it seems like he's done mostly like a lot of stuff with music and a lot of documentaries, but for sure, Silence of the Lambs. I mean, I think that won a shitload of awards.
Why don't
when it came
Philadelphia earned a few people Oscars? I don't know
Yeah.
if it.
I don't know if it was.
He won. It just said that guy won one Oscar, so he won for one of them.
Probably Silence of the Lambs. That one,
Best director.
Yeah, because that won a bunch of shit.
I know it's a fucking great movie.
All right, so if you want to check out our top or our entire list, if you want, go over to flickchart.com/IDP.
And that doesn't stand for I double penetrate.
No.
God damn.
Or I double park.
Or I dick poke.
Or I don't punctuate anything that I keep wanting to speak about without stopping things in a form that doesn't include more letters or
I don't participate in your reindeer games that you're fucking playing over here. God
Reindeer
damn it.
Games, another bad movie Ben Affleck is in.
You love Ben Affleck. Stop acting like you don't.
No. If not enjoying what he does is a sign of love, then I guess I'm happy with the president that we have.
I love Ben Affleck in Mallrats. I love him in Dazed and Confused.
Nope.
I love him in...
No, you love those movies, and he's in them.
I love
He's
him
very
in
small
Jay
parts
and
of those
Silent
movies.
Bob Strike Back.
I love him in that cameo in
Chasing
that
Amy.
movie where he's not really in anything.
I like him in... the only part I like about Batman Superman is Batfleck.
Nope, he wasn't good either. He was the worst Batman.
Nope.
Worst Batman. Give me Val Kilmer with some nipples. Give me George Clooney, your other boyfriend.
The Cloonster. How dare you talk bad about the Cloonster?
I can talk about however I want because he doesn't give a fuck about my opinion. He's way richer. Although I think he got hitched, right? The fucking bachelor extraordinaire got married. What a pussy. What a pussy.
I think he was pushing 60. He fucking
That's
figured
the
he
time,
had to.
man. That's the time to crank
Somebody
it
got
up.
to take care of me.
They have drugs for that. So anyway,